Scorpio, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy and just see what is happening in your world. What's influencing you? Okay. What do you need to focus on? And your past? Your strength? Your near future? What else do you need to know? What else is influencing this? Hopes or fears? And your potential outcome? So looking here, bottom of the deck, I am getting the Hierophant. So it's Taurus energy. Very grounded, very stable, very traditional in values, things like that. But it is a card of marriage. So I'm going to highlight that here. But the word union is the one that's really sticking out here in this entire situation. So there's something about a union. We'll see how that plays out. What I'm getting here in your current energy, we have the Page of Cups. Now the Page of Cups is, I'm getting a heartfelt conversation, also an apology. But this really is you talking about your feelings, wearing your heart on your sleeve, being open, available, vulnerable. And it's being influenced here by the Five of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. So it feels like it might be an apology. The Five of Swords is resolving some sort of conflict. And then with the Wheel of Fortune, it's allowing for growth and prosperity. And so it feels like you might be opening up, but whatever it is that you're opening up about, it feels like it's leading to growth, prosperity. It's divine timing. I love this energy. If it's connected to a union, I'm getting sacred union with this Wheel of Fortune. So take it as it resonates for you. But I am getting the sense here of just almost closing the distance with another person, resolving this conflict, whatever this is really just not in your best interest for the relationship, but also in other areas of your life too. And take it as it resonates. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. Even though the Hierophant is that marriage card, it could be maybe a high level relationship or a really significant relationship in your life, like the people that you're really close to, because I'm getting a lot of kind of seventh house astrology energy. And so it would be all of those significant one-to-one relationships. Showing up here in your focus is the High Priestess. So a lot of times I pick this up as your energy. And what I'm getting here is trust your instincts. When it comes to any action that you're taking, anything that you need to decide, it's trusting yourself. It's trusting that you're on the right path, that you have the answers within you, and really act from that place. I'm getting a lot of emotional balance out of this. And it's because of this Page of Cups and the resolving of the conflict. It feels like that's only going to make you stronger. There's something about this where I'm getting a balance to start, but it becomes even stronger, like more solid with whatever this resolution is in the current energy. Five of Cups showing up here in the past. So the Five of Cups is a shift in perspective, and it feels like that's what happened. Whatever the conflict was here, the Five of Cups said, okay, it's time to focus on the Two of Cups that are standing, not the three that spilled over. So let's allow for some sort of change here in the dynamic so that you can have the growth and expansion that you're meant to have. Showing up here in your strength is the Queen of Cups. So your energy coming through again. And with this here, it feels a lot like the High Priestess, trusting your instincts, knowing that you have the answers within yourself. So when it comes to any action, it's leading from the heart, leading from the place that you know what's in your best interest. You're not looking for any kind of outside influence or outside information. It's really coming from you. Showing up here in the near future, I do have the Magician. And so the Magician's about manifesting what you want. And so this is kind of the planning, I would say planning, preparatory phase. It's not yet in reality. This is that manifestation where you're really putting it out there. This is what I want, and I'm going to move in this direction. That's what I'm getting here from the Magician energy. I'm also getting that there may be something here that you don't see. We'll see what comes up when I clarify, but I'm definitely getting a sense that as you're looking into the future and you're focused on your goals and your dreams and you're moving in that direction, that something does crop up along the way. I'm getting some sort of obstacle or challenge, something here that you don't see coming, but we'll see how that plays out when I clarify, because I'm not seeing any other cards that would indicate that just yet. I do in the outcome though. So when I look at how the universe is shaping the situation, I'm getting the Hermit with the Ten of Cups. And so the Ten of Cups is a marriage card, just like the Hierophant. It's long-term emotional fulfillment. And with the Hermit, it's a lot of internal reflection, a lot of healing here. Spiritual energy, absolutely, Virgo. So I'm getting a lot of thought, a lot of analysis. I'm connected to the Five of Cups here. So the Hermit and the Five of Cups feel connected. Same with the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups. It feels like you did a lot of reflection, trying to see things from a different point of view, and then really saying, okay, what are we doing here? This doesn't make any sense. I'm focused on long-term happiness. So let's kind of work to resolve whatever this is. In your hopes or fears, I'm getting the Two of Wands. And so the Two of Wands is seeing the potential in a situation. It's clearing the path so that you can very clearly see what's in front of you and the direction that you want to go. And it feels like that's what's happening. That's what you're looking for. But then I get the Devil showing up here along the way. And the way the Devil energy is coming through, it's, because I'm getting it two ways. It's either a temptation from the past, or it's showing you that you're able to completely get out of an old cycle, because I'm getting breaking an old cycle. And it's the breaking word that is really coming through. When I look at the lock here, and it's not going to be that easy to see, but there's a lock here with the mermaid in the cage, but the lock is actually broken. So you can get out. Let's clarify. Tell me about the Page of Cups with the Five of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior. So definitely healing a wound with another person. So the apology could go either way, or maybe there's an apology on both sides, but it feels like there was some sort of wound that needs to be healed. Resolving the conflict. I'm definitely getting a change in circumstances here for the better. Whatever the conversation is, it's something that's necessary in order for you guys to move forward. Tell me about the High Priestess. Ace of Wands, acting from your intuition. I love that energy. And so you're creating a new beginning. It's this one. It's all of the growth that's available to you. You're acting from your own power. I love the way that that's coming through. And the universe wants you to remind you to stay in that power. Stay in your emotionally balanced place, because that's where your intuition is the strongest. That's when you're able to say, you know what? Yes, that's in my best interest. And I'm not going to settle for less. I'm not going to let myself be held back in any way. Tell me about the Five of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. I love all of the new beginnings showing up here. And so the Ace of Pentacles is something new. It's grounded and stable, long lasting. And it feels like there was some sort of shift here in the past. I'm getting at that it was on your side, that you started seeing things differently, because you started focusing on, what is it that I really want from a future standpoint? What does long-term stability look like? What does long-term happiness look like? How do I get there? And it feels like that's what allowed for the change in perspective to really occur. That's when you were able to really see things from the other person's point of view. And it was kind of, you know what? We both want to move forward. Let's just figure it out. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. Page of Wands. I love this energy, because very similar. High Priestess, Ace of Wands. I'm getting the Queen of Cups with the Page of Wands. So you're acting in your own best interest. That's your strength in this entire situation. The more that you align with yourself and really trust yourself to make the right decisions and take the right action, the easier it is to take any kind of step forward. Tell me about the Magician. Ace of Cups. We have almost all the aces out here. The only one that is missing is the Ace of Swords. So that Magician with the Ace of Cups, this is you manifesting exactly what you want. New beginning, fresh start, new opportunity. Love it. One that is grounded and stable, may even have a lot of passion behind it just because of the action that you're taking, but definitely focused here on what you want. Tell me about the Ten of Cups. Ten of Pentacles. Absolutely. These are both marriage cards. And so what the universe is trying to do, it's set you up for the long-term stability by creating the new opportunity for it to happen, as well as the happiness here. And so the universe is trying to give you exactly what you need. So this is definitely coming through as a very strong romantic connection, one with a lot of opportunity to lead to marriage or be that high-level commitment with another person. Tell me about the Hermit. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, again, positive turn of events, also divine timing. And so this is the internal reflection. Everything that I was picking up here in the current and the past energy, thinking about things, understanding that we can't grow in this space. We need some sort of change to occur within the dynamics of the relationship in order to be able to move forward, in order to really embrace all of the growth of the Wheel of Fortune, because it is Jupiter energy. So it does want a lot of growth, a lot of expansion. So tell me about that Two of Wands. You have so much Wands energy. So with that King showing up here and the Two of Wands, we've got the Page, we've got the Ace, we've got all that Wheel of Fortune energy, which is more fire. And then here to see Two of Wands, King of Wands, it's you moving in the direction of where you see opportunity, where you see potential. It's you wanting to go in that direction and then moving in that direction. It feels like it's everything that you're doing. This is what you want to be doing. You're looking for more of this. So why is the Devil showing up? Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is forward movement. It's also communication. It's really talking about whatever happened here in the past, but I'm actually getting some sort of strategy behind this, where opening up, really having the direct, honest conversation, something that may be really blunt and uncomfortable at the moment, but it's meant to prevent any kind of old patterns from repeating. So falling back into an old cycle, an old trap, something that would be unhealthy for the relationship that would have led to this conflict in the first place, and maybe even the period of time that this conflict existed. And so I'm getting a lot of change here with that. Let me see if I can get some advice on how to overcome the Devil. So I'm getting the Queen of Wands. So again, action-oriented, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So taking a lot of steps, just keep moving forward. We have a lot of fire showing up. Really embrace that energy. It's not about the past. It's just keep moving forward. What exactly do you want? Be open to change along the way too with this Queen. So the Queen may pick up more information along the way, and you might reevaluate the decisions that you're making. And so be open to that energy. And when that information does present itself here with the Emperor, make a new decision. Go and follow the path that it leads you to. And so that Emperor energy, it's Aries, more fire, can be my way or the highway. But I am getting the sense here that when you make up your mind to really overcome the Devil and you really do the work to leave it behind, get out of the cage, not allow it to take hold, it feels like it's not going to be able to. I'm also getting the Ten of Wands. So it's a closed cycle. Everything that you've done leading up to this point and everything that you're doing going forward, it feels like shedding old skin, embracing new opportunities. We had 3 out of the 4 aces show up here. So it feels, and we had the Magician. So another 1 card, as well as some 10s with the Wheel of Fortune out here twice, the 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. You're in this new beginning energy. And so it's a lot of staying true to this new chapter. Keeping yourself in alignment allows you to really experience this new beginning and embrace all of the opportunities, because there's a lot of growth here. So Scorpio, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.